Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to make your golden years the most fulfilling chapter of your life? Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of purpose, strength, and independence. Picture the joy of relishing the simple pleasures of life, surrounded by meaningful relationships and free from unnecessary burdens. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets to aging gracefully, secrets that go beyond health tips or financial advice. These are the principles that will empower you to live not just longer, but better. You'll learn how to stay active, manage your finances wisely, build strong family bonds, and embrace a positive outlook, all while staying curious and engaged in life's endless possibilities. But this isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. Stay with us until the end, because what we share here could change the way you view aging forever. And trust me, this might just be the most valuable video you'll watch this year. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe to the Path to Buddhist Wisdom and turn on the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and allows us to continue sharing insights that inspire and transform lives. Now, let's embark on this journey to discover how you can become the rare gem who thrives in their golden years. Part 1. Staying healthy and independent. Good health is the cornerstone of a happy and fulfilling life at any age. But in our later years, it becomes even more vital, allowing us to maintain independence, enjoy everyday activities, and live with dignity. So, how do we ensure that our bodies and minds remain strong, even as we age? Let's break this down into simple, actionable steps. 1. Prioritize physical activity. Regular exercise doesn't mean running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It can be as simple as a daily walk in the park, gentle stretches, or practicing Tai Chi. Story: take Mr. Lee, a retired teacher in his 70s. Every morning, he spends 30 minutes practicing Tai Chi in his local park. Over time, his balance improved, his energy levels increased, and he began to sleep better. His secret: consistency and finding joy in movement. 2. Nourish your body with care. Healthy eating doesn't have to be restrictive. Focus on a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Avoid excessive salt, sugar, and processed foods. Tip: try making simple, colorful meals at home. Not only are they healthier, but the act of cooking can be therapeutic and fulfilling. 3. Prioritize preventative health. Regular checkups are essential to catch potential issues early. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. Prevention is always better than cure. Example: Ms. and a vibrant grandmother schedules her health screenings like clockwork. Her proactive approach has helped her manage minor health concerns before they became serious, allowing her to remain active and independent. 4. Cultivate mental resilience. Your mindset plays a crucial role in your overall health. Staying positive, practicing mindfulness, and managing stress are just as important as physical exercise. Practical tip: take 5 minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breathing. This simple practice can reduce stress and improve your mental clarity. 5. Build healthy routines. Create a daily rhythm that incorporates activity, rest, and social connection. Structure provides stability and purpose. Story: imagine Mrs. Tran, who starts her day with a morning stretch, tends to her small garden, and meets her friends for tea in the afternoon. Her routine keeps her engaged and gives her something to look forward to each day. By taking small, consistent steps to care for your body and mind, you're not only improving your quality of life, but also giving your loved ones the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're thriving. But health is just one piece of the puzzle. What about financial independence? And how can it contribute to a more fulfilling old age? Let's explore that next. Part 2. Achieving financial independence. Financial independence is not just about money, it's about freedom. The freedom to make choices that align with your values, to live with dignity, and to avoid becoming a burden on your loved ones. Let's explore how you can achieve and maintain financial stability in your golden years. 1. Build a solid budget. Start by understanding your income and expenses. Prioritize necessities like housing, healthcare, and daily living costs, while leaving room for enjoyment. Story. Take Mr. Nguyen, who carefully tracks his monthly spending in a notebook. By identifying unnecessary expenses, like unused subscriptions, he was able to save more for family trips and personal hobbies. 2. Avoid debt and scams. Elderly individuals are often targeted by scammers. Be cautious of unsolicited offers, especially those that promise unrealistic returns or pressure you into quick decisions. Example, Mrs. Lin, a retired nurse, once received a call offering free health supplements. By consulting her son and researching online, she avoided falling victim to a financial scam. Tip: when in doubt, always verify offers with trusted family members or professionals. 3. Invest wisely. Stay informed. Understand your investments and avoid high-risk options unless you're financially prepared. Simplicity often works best in managing money. Practical advice: focus on low-risk investments like government bonds or fixed deposits. These may not bring high returns but ensure stability. 4. Plan for unexpected costs. Life is unpredictable, and having an emergency fund can provide peace of mind. Aim to save enough to cover at least 6 months of essential expenses. Story: Mr. Hai, a retired shopkeeper, faced unexpected medical bills but avoided financial stress thanks to his emergency fund, a small habit of saving he started decades ago. 5. Maintain ownership of assets. Owning your home or a steady source of income is a strong foundation for financial independence. It also prevents the discomfort of relying on others. Example, Mrs. HOA proudly owns her small home. Despite her modest pension, she feels secure knowing she has a roof over her head and no rent to pay. 6. Teach and inspire the next generation. Share your financial wisdom with your children and grandchildren. By teaching them about savings and investments, you pass down knowledge that strengthens the family's financial stability. Story: Grandpa Bin often sits with his grandchildren, showing them how to save using jars labeled spend, save, and give. His lessons have inspired them to be mindful about money, even at a young age. Financial independence is more than just a number in your bank account. It's the key to living life on your terms, with dignity and peace of mind. But while money can buy stability, it's our relationships that bring joy and meaning to life. Up next, let's explore how building stronger family bonds can transform your golden years. Part 3. Building positive relationships. While health and financial stability provide the foundation, it's our relationships that truly add color and depth to our golden years. Strong connections with family and friends can transform ordinary days into moments of joy and fulfillment. But nurturing these bonds takes effort, understanding, and a willingness to adapt. 1. Embrace empathy and adaptability. Generational gaps can create misunderstandings, but empathy bridges the divide. Listen more, judge less, and adapt to modern perspectives. Story: Mr. Fuck often found it hard to connect with his teenage granddaughter, who was always on her phone. Instead of criticizing, He asked her to show him how to use social media. Over time, their bond grew stronger as they shared photos, stories, and even jokes online. 2. Let go of resentment. Carrying grudges or past hurts only creates barriers. Choosing forgiveness and positivity not only strengthens relationships but also lightens your emotional load. Example, Mrs. Mai, a retired school principal, used to feel distant from her son after a heated disagreement. One day, she chose to write him a heartfelt letter. That simple act of vulnerability led to a meaningful reconciliation. 3. Be a source of support. Offer emotional strength rather than complaints. Being a steady presence in your family's life fosters respect and love. Practical tip: instead of dwelling on what went wrong in the past, focus on offering advice or encouragement during challenging times. Your wisdom is a gift. 4. Strengthen bonds with shared activities. Shared experiences, whether big or small, create lasting memories. Cook a meal together, take a short trip, or even play a board game. Story: Grandpa Tien introduced his grandchildren to gardening, teaching them how to plant flowers and vegetables. Not only did they bond over the activity, but they also learned valuable life lessons about patience and care. 5. Respect boundaries. While being involved is important, respecting your family's space is equally vital. Avoid overstepping or being overly critical of their decisions. Example, Mrs. Lam found peace when she stopped offering unsolicited advice to her married daughter. Instead, she became a supportive listener, strengthening their bond. 6. Cultivate friendships. Family is invaluable, but friendships bring a different kind of joy. Stay connected with old friends or make new ones through social activities or hobbies. Story: Mr. Min joined a local book club at the age of 72. Not only did he discover new authors, but he also found a circle of friends who shared his passion for stories. 7. Pass down traditions. Sharing family stories, recipes, or cultural practices enriches your family's heritage and gives you a meaningful role in their lives. Example, every Lunar New Year, Grandma Tao gathers her family to make traditional rice cakes, teaching her grandchildren the importance of preserving their roots. Strong relationships aren't just about what you give, they are also about the love and understanding you receive in return. They are a wellspring of joy, resilience, and purpose. But while relationships anchor us emotionally, keeping the mind active and curious is just as important. In the next section, we'll explore the transformative power of lifelong learning. Part 4: Embracing lifelong learning. One of the secrets to staying youthful in spirit, even as the years pass, is a simple yet powerful habit: lifelong learning. Keeping your mind active and curious not only improves mental agility but also brings a renewed sense of purpose and connection to the ever-changing world around you. 1. Stay curious. Curiosity keeps the mind sharp. Explore topics you've always wanted to learn about, from history and science to art and philosophy. Story: Mrs. Lin, a retired tailor, discovered an interest in astronomy at 75. She began attending local stargazing events and even invested in a small telescope. The stars rekindled her sense of wonder and filled her evenings with excitement. 2. Learn new skills. It's never too late to pick up a new hobby or skill. Whether it's learning a musical instrument, a foreign language, or a craft, the process itself is fulfilling. Example, Mr. Hui at the age of 68 decided to take up woodworking. Over time, he crafted furniture for his family, earning admiration and a deep sense of accomplishment. 3. Embrace technology. Technology can feel intimidating, but it opens doors to endless opportunities. From staying connected with loved ones to accessing online courses, the possibilities are vast. Practical tip: start with simple apps like video calling or photo sharing. Gradually explore more complex tools like online learning platforms or even social media. 4. Stay informed. Keeping up with current events and advancements helps you stay engaged in conversations and feel connected to the world. Story: Mr. Tuan made it a habit to read the news online every morning. Not only did it keep him informed, but it also gave him fresh topics to discuss with his grandchildren. Bridging the generational gap. 5. Share what you learn. Teaching others not only reinforces your knowledge but also strengthens relationships. Share your newfound skills or knowledge with friends and family. Example: Grandma No, who learned baking during her retirement, now holds weekly baking lessons for her neighbors. The shared joy of creating something delicious brought the community closer. 6. Engage in social learning. Join groups or clubs where you can learn with others. This adds a social element to learning, making it more enjoyable and meaningful. Story: Mr. Bao joined a chess club at his local community center. The friendly matches sharpened his mind, and the camaraderie gave him a renewed sense of belonging. 7. Revisit old passions. Reflect on hobbies or interests you once had but set aside. Reviving these passions can bring back cherished memories and reignite enthusiasm. Example: Mrs. Hoa, a former painter, picked up her brushes after decades. Her renewed passion for art not only brought her joy but also inspired her grandchildren to explore their own creativity. Lifelong learning is more than just acquiring knowledge, it's about keeping the spirit alive, embracing challenges, and discovering the endless possibilities that each day holds. As we grow older, engaging in hobbies and passions becomes another essential ingredient for a vibrant life. Let's dive into the joy of hobbies in the next section. Part 5: The power of hobbies and passions. Hobbies are not just pastimes, they are lifelines. They bring purpose, joy, and a sense of accomplishment to our days, especially in our later years. By pursuing activities that ignite passion and creativity, we add not only years to our life, but life to our years. 1. Discover joy in simple pleasures. Hobbies don't have to be grand or expensive. Gardening, knitting, or even bird watching can bring immense satisfaction. Story: Mrs. Thu found happiness in tending to a small balcony garden. The sight of blooming flowers each morning filled her with pride and gave her a reason to smile. 2. Explore creative outlets. Creative hobbies like painting, writing, or playing an instrument stimulate the mind and provide a powerful emotional release. Example: at 70, Mr. N began writing short stories inspired by his childhood. Sharing these tales with his grandchildren brought the family closer and preserved his legacy for future generations. 3. Engage in social hobbies. Activities that involve others, such as joining a choir or participating in group sports, help combat loneliness and foster community bonds. Story: Grandpa Vin joined a local seniors walking club. Not only did the walks improve his health, but the laughter and camaraderie turned strangers into lifelong friends. 4. Challenge your mind. Hobbies like chess, puzzles, or learning a new language keep the brain sharp and improve memory and problem-solving skills. Practical tip: set aside 15 minutes daily to tackle a crossword puzzle or learn a few words in a new language. These small steps keep your mind active and agile. 5. Revisit childhood passions. Rekindling old hobbies can bring back a sense of wonder and nostalgia. Example: Mrs. Lan, who loved playing the piano in her youth, Began taking lessons again at 65. The music brought her immense joy and became a way to express her emotions. 6. Share your passions. Teaching others your hobbies not only enhances your experience but also inspires others to discover their interests. Story: Mr. Nam, an avid fisherman, taught his grandson how to fish during their weekend trips. These moments not only deepened their bond but also instilled patience and focus in his grandson. 7. Embrace modern hobbies. Technology has opened up a world of new hobbies, from blogging to digital photography or even gaming. Story: At 72, Mrs. Hum started a YouTube channel sharing her cooking recipes. Her videos gained a loyal following, giving her a sense of pride and connection with the younger generation. Whether it's gardening, painting, or exploring new technology, hobbies enrich our lives with creativity, joy, and connection. They remind us that life's beauty lies in the simple pleasures we pursue with passion. But as we enjoy these moments, it's equally important to stay vigilant against challenges like financial scams, which can threaten our peace of mind. Let's uncover how to protect ourselves in the next section. Part 6: Protecting yourself from scams and financial predators. As we age, financial security becomes a top priority. Unfortunately, this also makes older adults prime targets for scams and exploitation. But with awareness and vigilance, you can protect yourself and your loved ones from falling prey to financial predators. 1. Recognize common scams. Scammers often target emotions and trust. Beware of unsolicited calls, emails, or offers that seem too good to be true. Example: Mrs. HOA received a call claiming she had won a prize but needed to pay a processing fee. Instead of rushing, she consulted her son, who confirmed it was a scam. Her caution saved her from losing money. 2. Trust your instincts. If something feels off or overly urgent, take a step back. Scammers rely on pressuring you to make quick decisions. Practical tip: always ask for written documentation or proof before committing to any financial offer. Legitimate organizations will never rush you. 3. Secure your personal information. Avoid sharing sensitive details like bank account numbers, social security numbers, or passwords with anyone who contacts you unsolicited. Example: Mr. Hai almost fell for a phishing email asking for his banking details. Thankfully, he double-checked with his bank, who confirmed it was fraudulent. 4. Be cautious of free gifts. Some scammers lure people with free health checkups, products, or gatherings, only to pressure them into buying overpriced or unnecessary items. Story: Mrs. Lan attended a free wellness seminar where she was pressured into purchasing expensive supplements. Reflecting later, she realized she had been manipulated and vowed to research thoroughly in the future. 5. Seek advice before big decisions. Discuss financial decisions with trusted family members or advisors. A second opinion can help spot potential red flags. Story: Mr. Min almost invested in a shady, guaranteed high return scheme. His daughter, a financial planner, reviewed the offer and uncovered the scam, saving him from significant loss. 6. Stay educated. Knowledge is your best defense. Stay informed about common scams targeting seniors and learn how to recognize warning signs. Practical tip: regularly attend workshops or read trusted sources about financial safety for seniors. 7. Protect your community. Share your experiences with friends and neighbors to raise awareness and protect others from similar schemes. Story: after escaping a scam attempt, Mrs. Tui organized a talk at her local community center, teaching others how to recognize and avoid financial traps. Her initiative created a safer and more informed community. 8. Embrace trusted technology. Tools like online banking apps can offer security and transparency. Monitor your accounts regularly for suspicious activity. Example: Mr. Tuan used a banking app to set alerts for unusual transactions, ensuring he could act quickly if something seemed amiss. By staying vigilant and informed, you not only safeguard your financial well-being but also protect your peace of mind and independence. As we take charge of our financial safety, let's also explore how a broad and open heart can transform our relationships and outlook on life. In the next section, we'll discuss the profound impact of embracing emotional resilience and gratitude. Part 7. Embracing a broad and open heart. As the years pass, life presents us with opportunities to grow wiser, kinder, and more accepting. A broad and open heart, the ability to embrace gratitude, adaptability, and understanding, can transform our later years into a time of peace and fulfillment. Let's explore how this emotional resilience can shape your golden years. 1. Let go of resentments. Holding on to anger or grudges only weighs you down. Letting go of past hurts opens the door to healing and joy. Story: Mrs. Lin spent years upset with an old friend over a misunderstanding. One day, she reached out with a simple message: "I miss you." That small act rekindled their friendship, bringing her unexpected happiness. 2. Embrace gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to the abundance in your life. Start each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for. Practical tip: keep a gratitude journal. Write down simple joys: a sunny day, a kind word, or a delicious meal. 3. Adapt to change. Life is ever-changing, and embracing flexibility allows you to navigate its transitions gracefully. Instead of fearing change, view it as an opportunity for growth. Example: Mr. Kang, after retiring from his career, felt lost. Instead of dwelling on the past, he joined a local storytelling group, finding a new passion and purpose. 4. Focus on the present. Anxiety about the future or regret about the past can rob you of today's joy. By staying mindful and present, you'll find peace in the moment. Practical tip: practice mindfulness meditation for just 5 minutes a day. Focus on your breath and the sensations around you. It's a simple yet powerful way to center yourself. 5. Avoid comparisons. Envy and dissatisfaction often stem from comparing yourself to others. Celebrate your unique journey and accomplishments. Story: Grandma Thu often compared her modest home to her neighbor's mansion. One day, she realized her home was filled with love and memories, and she stopped longing for what she didn't have. 6. Strengthen family bonds with love. Foster harmony within your family by being a source of encouragement and emotional support, rather than criticism or demands. Story: Mr. Min's family once struggled with frequent arguments. He made a conscious effort to listen without judgment and offer wisdom calmly. Over time, the family grew closer, crediting his positive energy for the change. 7. Accept the inevitable. Aging brings challenges, but acceptance allows you to approach them with grace. Focus on what you can control and cherish what remains. Example: Mrs. Ha, after being diagnosed with arthritis, adapted her daily routine to include gentle yoga. Instead of lamenting her limitations, she found joy in her newfound strength and resilience. 8. Be a beacon of positivity. Your outlook can inspire those around you. By choosing kindness, patience, and optimism, you create a ripple effect of joy and warmth. Story: Mr. Fuck, a retired farmer, was known in his village for his cheerful attitude. His neighbors often visited him for advice and left feeling uplifted by his humor and wisdom. A broad and open heart not only enriches your own life, but also touches the lives of everyone around you. As we close this journey, let's bring all these lessons together and explore how to create a life filled with dignity, joy, and purpose. Join me in the final section where we'll reflect on the profound wisdom of living well. Part 8. Living a life of dignity, joy, and purpose. As we draw this journey to a close, it's time to reflect on how these lessons can come together to create a life filled with dignity, joy, and purpose. Your golden years can be your most meaningful and fulfilling chapter, a time to celebrate your wisdom, embrace your passions, and deepen your connections. 1. Define your purpose. Purpose is the guiding light that keeps life meaningful. Whether it's mentoring younger generations, volunteering, or pursuing a cherished dream, find what gives your life direction. Story: Grandpa Bao found new purpose by tutoring underprivileged children in his community. His efforts not only helped the children but also gave him a profound sense of fulfillment. 2. Celebrate small victories. Every day holds opportunities for joy. Whether it's completing a puzzle, cooking a favorite dish, or simply enjoying a sunset. Practical tip: at the end of each day, write down one moment that made you smile. Over time, these moments will remind you of the richness of your life. 3. Strengthen your legacy. Share your stories, lessons, and values with the younger generations. Your wisdom is a priceless gift that can inspire and guide others. Example: Mrs. Mai wrote a memoir for her grandchildren, filled with tales of her childhood and the values she cherished. It became a treasured keepsake that preserved her legacy. 4. Live with gratitude. Gratitude transforms how you view life. Focus on what you have rather than what you lack, and you'll find contentment in even the simplest things. Story: Mr. Dung, despite living a modest life, often expressed gratitude for his family, health, and the beauty of nature around him. His attitude inspired everyone he met. 5. Cultivate peace of mind. Simplify your life and let go of unnecessary stress. Focus on what truly matters: your health, relationships, and passions. Practical tip: declutter your home and your schedule, making room for the activities and people that bring you the most joy. 6. Be a source of light. Your attitude and actions can uplift those around you. By being kind, patient, and understanding, you create an environment of love and warmth. Story: Mrs. Hoa, who always greeted everyone with a smile and a kind word, was known as the heart of her neighborhood. Her positivity became a beacon for all who knew her. 7. Embrace the journey. Life is not about perfection, it's about progress, growth, and learning. Celebrate the journey and all the experiences, both good and challenging, that have brought you to where you are today. Example: Mr. N often said, "The wrinkles on my face are maps of a life well lived." He embraced his age with pride, finding beauty in every stage of life. Your golden years are a time to celebrate the person you've become and the life you've built. By focusing on your health, financial independence, relationships, lifelong learning, and emotional resilience, you can live with dignity, joy, and purpose. Remember, it's never too late to make meaningful changes or to inspire those around you. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these lessons resonates with you the most? How will you apply them in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read and value every single one. If you found this video inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe to the Path to Buddhist Wisdom. Your support helps us continue bringing you insights that uplift and transform lives. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And may your days ahead be filled with peace, purpose, and happiness.